Hi, my name's Sean. I'm from Sydney, and I'm on the City Powers trip. We're on day 4, and it's been an incredible trip so far. I've wanted to go on one of these trips for some years now and haven't been able to for various reasons, and so it's a bit of a blessing that I'm here. Day 1 we went to the Patanjali shrine, and I had some really interesting experiences. I felt really incredible, intense heat while I was there, and there was also quite noisy. And I found when I was meditating, my posture got realigned a couple times, which I attribute to Siddha Patanjali. And I also got a message from him from some of the questions I was asking. The second day we went to Agastya's cave, which is in the foothills of Kutralam, and you basically hike up there for about 20 or 30 minutes through the woods, and it's quite beautiful. Then when you get there, we swim in a waterfall, which was incredible. And also the pool underneath the waterfall. And then we went to meditate in the cave where Agastya meditated during his lifetime, which was a very unique and wonderful experience. Again, I felt incredibly intense heat within there, but very powerful spot. And again, I asked some very specific questions and I was given some answers. One of them was to keep practicing, to be very patient with myself and to just persist with what I'm doing. And also just down from that cave there's a temple of a female goddess, Shenbagi Devi. And she gave me a message, and when she gave it to me I was very confused. And I thought she was actually kicking me out of her temple. So I was a bit concerned that I'd upset a goddess. Anyway, later on that day I realised what her message meant, which was quite interesting. Day 3 I had quite a unique experience waking up. I saw Siddha Master waking up next to my roommate, walking next to my roommate as we were both waking up. And I asked my roommate, "Were you having a dream?" And he said, "No, why is that?" And I said, "I just saw a Siddha Master walking just beside your bed." And he responded that he woke up with a mantra for Babaji in his head that was just automatically playing. He wasn't thinking about it. So that was quite a unique and interesting experience for both of us. We then went to Sri Dakshinamurti's temple, which was a really beautiful temple, and I had a really wonderful meditation there. Again, unbelievably intense feelings in terms of the heat. Then we went to Vijayendra's temple, and that was during the warm part of the day. And it was a very noisy temple because they were having a ceremony there at the time, so there were lots of people, music and so on. And despite all that, I had a really beautiful meditation there, and I asked some very specific questions because this Siddha is renowned for giving advice on business and money. And I asked for some specific guidance, and he told me a business which I'd never really thought of being involved in. And I asked some other specific questions about money making. For instance, should I be trading financial markets? And he said no. And can I make money in the area of property and land? And he said yes. So that was quite interesting. And then that day we finished off with a visit to Siddha Tirumala's temple. And this was very special because Tirumula was one of the first mantras that I learnt, and I had a lot of success in terms of manifesting money with Siddha Tirumula's Arakara mantra. We went very late in the afternoon, and this temple is incredible. It's incredibly old, incredibly beautiful, and in such a very serene place. We went in, I guess it was dusk time. It's quite a small temple, and again, incredible heat in the small temple. There was a number of us in there. And then when we came out, it was nighttime, and Venus and Jupiter were above us in the night sky, which was a phenomenal experience to go in the daytime and then come out at nighttime. And again, that complex is just beyond words in terms of its beauty. Yeah, with the Siddhas speaking to me, that was a very unique experience because Vijendra, I could actually hear his voice, and he appeared to be a middle-aged Indian man, and his voice sounded like an Indian man speaking English. He was very, very brief, and he was very joyful and happy and had a very childlike spirit and energy about him. The other Siddhas, I didn't so much hear their voice. It was, again, very short, simple messages. Do this, continue what you're doing here, change that. And sometimes I would hear a voice, other times I'd see the writing of what they were saying, like persist, be patient, that type of thing. So each Siddha had a different way of communicating, but yeah, it was very special to actually hear a Siddha's voice and to actually see him. He appeared to be probably, I guess, 40s to 50s, quite a small man, extremely happy and joyful, extremely playful in nature. Sorry, the Shenbagi Devi temple, that was another one where the female goddess was there, and again, she seemed even more playful, incredibly playful, and very, very determined, obviously, to get her message across to you, but in a very playful and young in spirit way.